Hey guys, it's Christine of Christine versus Work. So believe it or not, I do actually read all the comments that you guys leave on the videos. So thank you for one. And then we're between seasons now, so I thought I'd respond to some of the questions and comments, and I'll throw in a few curveballs too. So thanks for watching. So conscious empathy at work. On the presentation slide deck one said, what program did you create your presentation in? Yes, I totally want and need to know. Okay, so I feel like presentation software is very, it's personal. My pick is Google Slides, and one, I just feel like it's really well designed, but also I love the sense that you can collaborate. Multiple people can be working on the same document at the same time, and you're not gonna run into problems, and there's version tracking, blah, blah, blah. I also have used Canva. I know there's a huge fandom of Canva. It makes it really easy to make just like attractive stuff. So there's a ton of stuff out there. It's almost kind of overwhelming, but I would say if you see a presentation that you're like, oh, that looks exactly like what I want to do, just ask that person where they got it, or you can just like kind of reverse Google image search or something. You can dig into it. So don't work harder, work smarter. I'm thinking where I can buy that timer clock. Ha 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 ha. It helps a lot for sure. So I will say, okay, this guy. So I did buy it for the episode and for the Pomodoro method, but I have found myself using it a lot. It helps to really commit. Like when you turn this thing, it's like I have opened something and I really need to follow it through. That's what it sounds like. Also, just look up visual timer on your retailer of choice and you'll find a bunch. So the LinkedIn episode had a lot of responses, just a few here. Young and Wild and Farid says, thanks for this. I feel inspired to update my LinkedIn for the first time in a decade, dinosaur emoji. And same. Like, I think it's one of those things where before going into the episode, I dreaded thinking of going into my LinkedIn and like moving things around and rewriting things because, yeah, it's hard to project and sell your personal brand. I think we all get insecure and it's not natural for some people. Worst case scenario, you're not gonna be worse off than when you started. So just think of it as a journey. I think once you break that seal, it's gonna be a lot easier. Dama Garcia says, Christine, I know this is a lot to ask, but can you post videos every day, please? I would love, so Andy's shaking his head, like, no. We probably need more than 24 hours in the day to do that. However, you can supplement your diet if you wish with Ascend TikTok, where I do some videos. Also the Ascend website, articles, HBR's Instagram. Asian Femifesto left this on the Say How to Say No video. I like you. I think your main issue is you overthink, as in too much fumbling. So you need to scale down, simplify, and wing it. If you practice too much, you come across unnatural and like a robot. Then you lose the most interesting thing about you. You're more likable than you think. Keep going, heart emoji. So thank you, Asian Femifesto. I really appreciate that. And I agree, like, no one wants to be a robot. But sometimes I do feel like in my life, personally, I wing it to an extreme degree. So it's good to kind of get those, see the spectrum of where I can improve and operate. So I did the loneliness, how to make friends at work video, and a lot of people had questions, or at least like, yeah, it is really hard to meet new people, bond with people, especially in a remote environment. And also like, how do you maintain those friendships over time? It's one thing to start with an intro coffee chat, but in the long term, yeah, who knows, right? So, so Josh, my new friend that I made in that episode.
Are you still friends?
So we are friendly.
Still friends?
We are friendly. I think it's tough because we don't actually work on a lot of stuff together. And again, we're, in this hybrid environment right now. However, I will say like one thing that has worked for me for some relationships that I want to maintain is put a monthly or even bi-monthly coffee on the calendar. And just have it recur. Like, again, use the clients, the calendar tools to your advantage. Just be like, okay, every, fourth Thursday at 3:30, we're going to do a coffee. And just let it go forever, right? And when you get there, if your schedules are busy, you need to bump it, you can always do that. But at least it's not like forgotten. And, there's sometimes that like you keep putting it off, and maybe that's a sign that y'all are too busy to be friends at this time. But I think having that lightweight regularity and recurrence of a catch up is something that, again, just keeps that spark alive, so to speak. The Diana Collective says that the cat got a special shout out is everything party face emoji. So you guys have picked up that I have a cat named Norb, aka Norbert Meow Meow Szymanski. He is great. Basically one of the best reasons to work from home, in my opinion. And yeah, he's just like my bud. Very chill. He's like the most dog-like. Like he'll come to the door, he'll roll over. I can rub his little fuzzy white tuxedo tummy. And yeah, he's like the opposite of a lap cat. But he just is like my best bud. So Lulybell 18 says, hey, Christine. Actually, she says, hi, Christine. Lulybell 18 says, hi, Christine. I really enjoyed this video. I like the realness, and also it's interesting for me to see you and your colleagues behind the scenes. I guess I never really thought about who works at HBR. Yeah, I mean, that makes total sense. I'm glad you get to see a little bit. I mean, it's a very large team, and some people might be familiar with the magazine, the actual print. Here it is, right? This guy. We have books, right? And then, of course, there's hbr.org. And then we have Instagram and all these things. And so Christine versus Work is part of that huge universe where we really do want to show a lot of the tips and research and management and leadership advice that we all love and breathe. But what does it look like in the real world? So again, this was all kind of an experiment. You guys have given us a ton of feedback and input into how we think about upcoming episodes and topics. So, keep it coming. But I'm glad that it's resonating in the sense like, yeah, we are the faces behind these sort of branded products. And if you have any other questions, like send them our way. So Alexa Anthony says, Christine, you're great. I would appreciate if you can limit or remove the reflection of the window, light coming from the window that appears in your glasses and the portrait behind you. I find it distracting. Winky face. Such a nitpicky thing, but might be useful. So Alexa, thank you. I mean, I don't know if is there a reflection right now in my glasses? Can you guys, is it there? Okay, so it's there. I don't know what I can say other than if there's light on my face so you can see me in the show. There's probably light coming off from my glasses. I love my glasses. I have a very strong prescription. I'm sorry. I really am sorry if it's distracting. I couldn't really get curtains for that. So People Brandskin on the How to Say No video said, this was really good. Your boss was intense, LOL. A true test, as you said. So I wanted to give a little explanation of how that was done. So yes, what you saw was me totally blindsided. And the way that was set up was Andy, again, behind the camera and producer, actually was in cahoots with Maureen Hoke, my actual boss, and she was in on it. So she was, I would say, produced to be extra tough and, really kind of be a strong negotiator in this. So she's not like that in real life. So please don't hold that against her. It was definitely an act, but I thought I was going to a video meeting about something complete. It was like the worst kind of surprise birthday party. Thank you for sending in the questions. I know that was just a subset, but I do read them. So please leave more. And also, if you didn't hear your comment, it's possible that I'm making an episode for season 3 about said topic. So just you wait, but please subscribe to the HBR YouTube channel and hit the bell. That way you get notified when new episodes come and you won't be left out, right? So anyway, I will see you later. Keep the questions coming. I hope you enjoy this. If you have more, just leave it in the comments. Peace out. If you're still watching, one, thank you. But two, I'm really curious, like, what do you want me to explore? Like, what problems do you have at work? I'd love to solve them. Please leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you have any other ideas, throw them my way. All right, peace out.